We are back in Joshua chapter 13, where we're on a multitude of chapters that talk about conquest and the land and the dividing of the land. Difficult reading. So if these are the types of things you struggle with, well, welcome, as you can listen to me read it and butcher names, but I'll do my best. Joshua 13. Joshua was now old, advanced in age, and the Lord said to him, "You have become old, advanced in age, but a great deal of land remains to be possessed. This is the land that remains, all the districts of the Philistines and the Geshurites, from the Shihor east of Egypt to the border of Ekron on the north, considered to be Canaanite territory, the 5 Philistine rulers of Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, as well as the Avites in the south, all the land of the Canaanites, from Arah of the Sidonians to Aphek, and as far as the border of the Amorites, the land of the Gadites, and all Lebanon east from Baal Gad, or Gad, below Mount Hermon to the entrance of Hamath, all the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon to Mizraphoth Maim, or Maim, all the Sidonians. I will drive them out before the Israelites. Only distribute the land as an inheritance for Israel, as I have commanded you. Therefore divide this land as an inheritance to the 9 tribes and half the tribe of Manasseh. With the other half of the tribe of Manasseh, the Reubenites and the Gadites had received the inheritance Moses gave them beyond the Jordan to the east, just as Moses, the Lord's servant, had given them. From Aroer on the rim of the Arnon Valley, along with the city in the middle of the valley, all the Medeba plateau as far as Dibon, and all the cities of King Sihon of the Amorites who reigned in Heshbon to the border of the Ammonites, also Gilead, and the territory of the Geshurites and the Maacathites, all Mount Hermon and all Bashan to Salecah, the whole kingdom of Og and Bashan, who reigned in Ashtaroth and Edrei. He was one of the remaining Rephaim. Moses struck them down and drove them out. But the Israelites did not drive out the Geshurites and the Maacathites, so Geshur and Maacah still live in Israel today. He did not, however, give any inheritance to the tribe of Levi. This was their inheritance, just as he had promised, the food offerings made to the Lord, the God of Israel. To the entire tribe of Reuben's descendants by their clans, Moses gave this as their territory, from Aroer on the rim of the Arnon Valley, along with the city in the middle of the valley, the whole plateau as far as Medeba, with Heshbon and all its cities on the plateau, Dibon, Bamoth Baal, Beth Baal Meon, Jahaz, Kedemoth, Mephaath, Kirithaim, Zibmah, Zereth Shahar on the hill in the valley, Beth Peor, the slopes of Pisgah, and Beth Jeshemoth. All the cities of the plateaus and all the kingdom of King Sihon of the Amorites who reigned in Heshbon, Moses had killed him and the chiefs of Midian, Avi, Rechem, Zur, Hor, and Reba, the princes of Sihon who lived in the land, along with those the Israelites put to death. They also killed the diviner, Balaam, son of Beor, with the sword. The border of the Reubenites was the Jordan and its plain. This was the inheritance of the Reubenites by their clans, with the cities and their settlements. To the tribe of the Gadites by their clans, Moses gave this as their territory: Jazer and all the cities of Gilead, half the land of the Ammonites to Aroer, near Rabbah, from Heshbon to Ramoth Mizpah, and Bedonim, and from Mahanaim to the border of Debir, in the valley of Beth Haram, Beth Nimrah, Succoth, and Zephon. The rest of the kingdom of King Sihon of Heshbon. Their land also included the Jordan and its territory as far as the edge of the Sea of Chinnereth on the east side of the Jordan. This was the inheritance of the Gadites by their clans, with the cities and their settlements. And to half the tribe of Manasseh, that is, to half the tribe of Manasseh's descendants by their clans, Moses gave this as their territory: from Mahanaim through all Bashan, all the kingdom, king of Og of Bashan, including all Jair's villages that are in Bashan, 60 cities, but half of Gilead, and Og's royal cities in Bashan, or Bashan, Ashtaroth and Edrei, are for the descendants of Machir, son of Manasseh. That is half the descendants of Machir by their clans. These were the portions Moses gave them on the plains of Moab, beyond the Jordan, east of Jericho. But Moses did not give a portion to the tribe of Levi. The Lord, the God of Israel, was their inheritance, just as he had promised them. Joshua, chapter 13. Subheadings in this. Unconquered lands was the heading from verse 1 through verse 7. Verses 8 through 14, the inheritance east of the Jordan. 15 through 23, Reuben's inheritance. 24 through 28, Gad's inheritance. And then 29 through the end of the chapter, east, Manasseh's inheritance. I do, as I think I've probably mentioned here, I like reading Bibles that have no verses and no chapter numbers, but in portions like this, sometimes those headings do come in handy that the scholars have put in. So to help us organize our thoughts as we're reading it, all these names and whatnot. So Joshua 13, there it is. And I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but when you're doing the 3-year plan, we don't have to read that chapter for 3 more years. God put it there for a reason. We read it. I read it every year because I do multiple Bible reading plans. But in this plan, we won't come back to it for 3 years. Again, we've got a few chapters like that. One of the advantages of the 3-year plan is when you read chapters like this, and often they're clumped together like they are right now in Joshua, where there's a group of them clumped together. When you're doing a 1-year reading plan, you might have a few days in a row of these, and you'll have multiple chapters, and it can be tedious and burdensome reading. With the chapter a day method, we spend 5 minutes on the chapter, and we're done, and we can say honestly, Lord, I don't get it. I don't know why it's there. I look forward to the day you show me. And he will. He will one day. Whether it's this side of glory or the next. Just as Jesus walked down the road with those 2 disciples on the road to Emmaus, and he showed them where he himself was throughout the scripture. Boy, I look forward to the day he shows us what's going on in these chapters. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and hope to see you back here tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving likes and thumbs up, and thank you for the occasional comments I get with my small crowd that watches here. May the Lord bless you and give you a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.